Turns out that SNAP benefits, food stamps, has been being used in fast food restaurants. Now, mind you, this is for uh, homeless folks that are needing a restaurant, but there are far better restaurants than fast food places that you can use your SNAP benefits at. I'm pretty certain. Now, the one group is saying 250 million, but Senator Joni Ernst and her researchers uh, has found over 500 million. So we're going to get into this. This is what your tax dollars are being used for. You know, this is what it's being used for instead of helping taxpayers in this country. Yes, I understand that we want to help those that are less fortunate. Okay, cool. But perhaps we use it to not feed them full of stuff that, even though I will admit, there are things that at McDonald's that I will continuously get through all these days. But honestly, this is a waste of taxpayer dollars. It's not helping homeless people stay healthy because we're well aware that fast food restaurants do not serve that much in the way of healthy choices. So it should make you question it, on top of the fact of why is this being used in fast food restaurants at all. Nutrition. It's supplemental nutrition are the first two words. Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. How is this nutritional in any way, shape, or form? So we're going to get into this. I'm going to read part from an article. I'm also going to read from something that Senator Ernst has put out. So let's get into this story. Also, before we do that, though, if you want to know what's going on with government on a federal, state, or local level, hit like, hit subscribe. I covered these things. Few people are paying attention to it right now, mostly because I'm still under a soft ban for some reason by YouTube, but I am getting some views on Rumble, not many, but I also seem to be getting quite a few views on Facebook, so I appreciate everybody that's viewing me. If you want to help me out, because I am trying to grow and I need a little bit of assistance here and there, hitting like and subscribe will do a lot for me. But also, I have a Patreon down below in my link tree. I have a link tree link down below that I always put in there, and it's got my Patreon along with several other important links. So, if you don't mind, hit like, subscribe. If you really, really want to help out, go to my Patreon. Now, let's get into this. Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself. Okay, this first is from Fox News. U.S. taxpayers are putting nearly $250 million a year in SNAP benefits spent on fast food meals across just 9 states, most of which are blue states, according to Republican Iowa Senator Joni Ernst. 9 states, including Arizona, California, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, New York, Rhode Island, and Virginia, all of which are Democrat run except for Virginia, which it's Virginia. It's primarily been Democrat most years anyway, are opted into a SNAP program called Restaurant Meals Program, which has spent nearly $250 million on hot meals, including fast food, Ernst office found. The modern day, okay, I'm not getting into all that, but a 1977 loophole allowed states to opt into a program called Restaurant Meals Program, which established to allow homeless individuals who do not have a kitchen to purchase prepared meals using SNAP benefits, according to Ernst's office. The eligibility for the programs extended in the following years to include disabled individuals, elderly, and their spouses, according to the office. 9 states are opted into the program, which required restaurants to sign an agreement with the state that is then authorized by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, which oversees the SNAP program writ large. Restaurants that participate in the program were historically a small group, but have since expanded, most notably in California in the Biden era, Ernst office said. California expanded its program statewide, for example, in 2021, that allowed restaurants to accept CalFresh benefits via SNAP at a swath of top fast food chains stretching from McDonald's to Domino's Pizza to Jack in the Box. Ernst office found that from June 2023 to May 2025, more than $475 million in taxpayer dollars funded restaurant meals program at fast food establishments. During that same time period, $524 million in taxpayer funds were spent through restaurant meals program overall, meaning California accounted for more than 90% of the nation's total restaurant meals program fund from June 2023 to May 2025, according to the office. Now, thinking about that, how many of these illegal aliens have been getting on these food stamps? It's quite a bit. Data found that between 41.4 million went through this in Arizona, 33.6 million in New York, 1.3 million in Michigan, $995,900 in Rhode Island, 649,000 in Massachusetts, 479,000 in Illinois, 308,500 in Virginia, and 8,600 in Maryland. The report and legislation comes after the U.S. government just emerged from the longest government shutdown in history at 43 days that included putting the food assistance program under heightened security or scrutiny over fraud and concern as recipients saw disruptions to their access. Upon reopening the government, the Trump administration is requiring all SNAP beneficiaries to reapply to the program in an effort to prevent fraud. Federal spending on SNAP overall climbed to record highs under the Biden administration, reported at $128 billion in 2021 and $127 billion in 2022. By the Biden's final year, SNAP cost $99.8 billion. Okay, so there's that article. I haven't read it all, but you can look this up to get that whole article. But let's get into Joni Ernst's statement. Okay, this is from a press release that she has put out. Excuse you, Ernst exposes blue states wasting $500 million of SNAP funds on fast food. After the Biden administration massively expanded the number of restaurants eligible to accept SNAP, U.S. Senator Joni Ernst is releasing a bombshell data exposing the $524 million that has been spent almost exclusively on fast food in 9 states over the past 2 years. To stop this abuse and restore SNAP program to its original mission of providing nutrition to food insecure Americans, Ernst is introducing the McStopping chains from using SNAP EBT to make entrees. Excuse me, Act. Okay. The N in SNAP stands for nutrition, not nuggets with side of fries, said Ernst. I wish I was McRibbing you, but $250 million per year at the drive-through is no joke and a serious waste of tax dollars. I hate to be the one to say excuse me, but something needs to be done because taxpayers are not loving it. State-by-state spending breakdown of SNAP dollars being redeemed primarily at fast food restaurants from June 2023 to May 2025. Oregon is currently in the process of launching a program. So Oregon's going to be added to this. Ernst has led the fight to eliminate waste and reform SNAP, protecting the program for those who truly need help, putting food on the table. Her Snapback Inaccurate SNAP Payments Act targets billions in overpayments due to sloppy state-level administration of program and requires states to report and pay taxpayers for all payment errors. So I just read through you. This was from November 20th, so it's a couple of days ago as of the making of this video, and this is going to be a couple of days after I make this video, but this is what's going on right here. Now, there is a whole bunch of weirdness going on with SNAP. We got 42 million people on Snap. How many of these folks that you start listening to these folks getting interviewed and they will say, oh, they deserve it. They shouldn't have to work. We should be paying for their lives. You sit there and you say, oh, well, you're trying to hurt people. No, most of us don't mind helping those that are needing a little bit of help. Where the problem comes in at is that there is a whole group of people. And by the way, no, it's not just one skin color. I know white folks that think that they deserve this. You go and deal with the white trash in the South, there are quite a few of them that think that they deserve this because, well, there are other folks getting it. This is what's going on in this country. We have a class of people in this country that think that they deserve, that they are owed having welfare, having food stamps, all of this because for some reason they don't think that working is a requirement. Then you throw in the fact that you have companies that go, well, you've got to have work requirements sometimes, so they're not paying people a righteous wage. And you might complain to me about that, but think about this for a minute. You're paying, how much sense does it make that you're paying millions upon millions of dollars for the CEO who didn't found the company? And I'm not talking about founders, I'm talking about people that have these business degrees that are running these companies into the ground and making it so that people don't want to work there. And these people are making millions upon millions of dollars. And we're not talking about just a few million. Some of these people are making exorbitant amounts of money to do a job that, in all honesty, they shouldn't be making that kind of money. And you look at what's going on with businesses today. They are bringing in foreign labor instead of using U.S. labor. They keep claiming, oh, Americans aren't trained to do these jobs. Well, maybe if you train them to do these jobs. This is what's going on here because they're paying these workers so low that some of these companies have these folks that are on food stamps. This is what's going on here, and it's starting to hurt us. It really is. Until we start fixing the problems and start realizing that there are problems, none of it's going to get fixed. We've got members of Congress that makes all kinds of money from folks that are trying not to do anything good for us. Well, it's about time that we start paying attention to these things and start realizing that food stamps going towards McDonald's or Wendy's or Hardee's or whatnot, Jack in the Box, this isn't what this was meant for, and we need to stop it. But this is something for you to think about and you to talk to your members of Congress. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. So, folks, that's the story that I wanted to bring you on this video. And I just wanted to say thank you again for coming by. Well, hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff if you don't mind. Help me out. So, y'all have a good day now.